Hello, everybody. My name is Sudeep, and this is my showcase. So, let's first talk a bit about me. Hi, everybody. I'm Sudeep. I love coding, badminton, piano, and money. I'm in Bangalore and I'm about 15 years old. So, first, let's see what even is binary search. To me, binary search is one of the most powerful ideas that I've learned in computer science because it teaches us how thinking smart can be more important than working hard. Have you ever wondered how Google finds information so fast, even with billions of entries? Imagine you have a sorted list of numbers and you want to find one value. Instead of checking each element one by one, binary search divides the problems into halves. You can start from the middle element. If the target is smaller, then you ignore the right half of the list. If it is bigger, you ignore the left half of the list. You repeat this process again and again and again until the element is found or the list ends. Every step cuts the search space into half, and that's what makes binary search extremely fast and elegant. So now let's talk about the time complexity of binary search. The time complexity for binary search is log n. So what does this actually mean for us? It means that the data size becomes very large. The number of steps increases very slowly. For example, if there are 1 million elements, binary search needs about only 20 comparisons. Compared to linear search, which takes n time, this is a massive, and when I say massive, it is very huge of an improvement. So, what exactly interests me about binary search? What makes binary search interesting is that it changes how you think as a coder. Why search everything when you can eliminate half the problem instantly? It teaches you to stop using brute force and instead look for structure and patterns. Once you understand binary search, you start seeing it everywhere in coding, in searching, optimization problems. Finding answers in sorted spaces, it builds like a sort of logical discipline and makes our code faster, cleaner, and more efficient. So, where do we apply this in real life? For me, application in real life of any concept is very important. So, let us see how we implement this in our lives. Let us connect binary search to biology and mathematics, two of my favorite subjects. The first example is genetics. Imagine scientists are trying to locate a specific gene mutation on a chromosome. Chromosomes are mapped and ordered. Researchers can repeatedly narrow down the region by checking the middle section. This doesn't sound exactly like binary search in action, but this approach does save time and accelerates the discovery, which is the whole uh, idea of binary search. The second example comes from mathematics and biology combined in population studies. Suppose biologists want to find the minimum drug dosage that becomes effective for a population. The response increases gradually with dosage. By testing the middle dosage first and then narrowing the range, they vaccinate one patient and there's an overreaction. So they understand that you can't add more concentration. We have to keep down the concentration. So this method actually lets them know, like the testing process becomes much faster because they're already eliminating an n amount of variability in their project. So here's a problem that I found interesting in our course. It is the shipping problem, which asks for the most economical ship capacity that can transport all the packages in order within D days, only using one trip per day. The capacity must be at least the heaviest package and the total weight of all packages. For any chosen capacity, we can simulate shipping and see how many days it takes. Larger capacities always work, but maybe wasteful, while smaller capacities are more economical until they can no longer meet with the deadline. Because of the feasibility charges monotonically with capacity, binary search is an efficient way to find the smallest capacity that still delivers all the packages on time. Why would you want to use binary search? Binary search impacts your coding journey by making you more confident with large data. It shows that efficiency matters and that elegant logic can outperform raw effort. It is not just an algorithm, but a mindset that shapes how you solve problems. And last but definitely not the least, I would like to give a kudos to our amazing teacher. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Vineet sir for guiding me throughout this entire coding journey. It's truly been my pleasure working alongside you, sir, as he makes everything interesting and tries to gamify everything, which ignites a spark in all of us. Thank you.
Sure, Sudeep. Thank you so much. That was a nice, introduction to binary search in general. I think I totally share your sentiment that, it's a very powerful algorithm, from a very, let's say, large problem set, you get down to very, very quickly get down to, let's say, a small problem, right? Actually, its complexity being long of it, as you said, right? So, a million
Mhm.
items in a list, all it takes is 20 comparisons, right? It's quite remarkable. You make it 2 million, it'll take only 21, right? So that's the beautiful part, right? Scales
Exactly.
with a logarithm,
Yeah.
right? So really nice. I like the way you also very energetically, presented this. You also highlighted those
Thank you,
some
sir.
of the problems that you said, the drug discovery problem, for example, right? So main point is it's searching
Mhm.
list is yes one aspect of it, but it's also important wherever you have this feasibility infeasibility split coming in, binary search becomes useful, right? But just one caveat that while the concept is quite easy to understand, we have also seen this, implementing it correct is not all that easy, right? Lots of mistakes can
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
Should it be less than, should it be less than equal to, lots of corner cases. In fact, there's a very famous
Yeah,
quotation about
yeah.
binary search that is one of the easiest code to understand as a concept, but very hard to get it correct in implementation, right? So
Implement, yeah.
that's how it is. Yeah, but good one. Yeah. Anybody has any other comment for Sudeep? Yeah. So Sudeep, you have always been a very enthusiastic learner. I remember you from your Scratch days, and then recently in the level 3, for example, the tree project, that
Yeah.
the laptop store project. I think you made it a car dealership or something like that, right? And then that
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
top trumps, right? You added lots of power ups and stuff, right? So always that always
Yeah.
is good. Like I said, we always encourage people, all our students, to try out ideas, right? Try out, apply things in your own way. So, for example, here you have ideas in biology, perhaps you can actually get some real data sets and try to apply bind research onto those, right? And that will be nice. You can share that through the, the discussion forum and so on. It'll be nice for everybody to learn and,
Yeah.
how this problem can be, let's say, applied somewhere else, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
keep up that enthusiasm, keep up, that energy, keep building because this is a fun journey as you've realized for yourself, right? When we
Yeah.
approach it in the right way, it's fun because it's connected with so many things, right? There's mathematics, there's logic, it can be applied elsewhere. You see gaming, let's say, you see lots of applications, let's say, right? So,
Yeah.
it's fun. Keep building this. And I look forward to taking you further on this. Okay. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
My pleasure. Take care. Thank you so much. Yeah.